Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Hearts of Iron 4, where I'm playing with Black Ice mod installed here. I've gone back to Germany in the preparation for, I guess, the invasion of the Soviet Union. The onion must fall. Right, so I do at this point only have a few troops that should be sent over. Now, like I said, I will keep an occupation force here to kind of like hold down the fort. And that's besides the garrison, so let's get you to Glasgow. And once those submarines are gone, which are currently fighting against my transport ships, I will try to get across here. They've been rather problematic. Right, so I have no template for mechanized equipment, that's fine. Unfulfilled import requests. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm still trying to get as much rubber as I possibly can, and the same pretty much applies for oil. If they can't set everything, well, God be damned. I'll take as much as I can get. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a factory for one field. Okay, that doesn't matter. These two will also go to Dover. There we go. So we're pretty much done here. Nope. Since I gave Athens to the Italians, they also don't need to occupy that. So let's send this Totenkopf Standard to Reims here. Excellent. They don't really do a whole lot, so there is that. I kind of do appreciate that this has not changed at all since pretty much the start, but you know, only kind of. Okay, so that's that. Let's start dividing these things up. So let's start here with Von Leep, which I guess will be Army Group North. So let's just get you out of that area entirely. And I guess also what I want to do is let's have you request expeditionaries. That will probably prove useful soon enough. But not right now. So let's get rid of this and let's just make a front line for them of 3 hexes, say. Then I will grab another Let's see. No, let's do these hexes. I'm gonna put 2 armies here. Basically, my strategy, at least at the start here, will be to capture both of these ports and try to quickly get across to this. And the question then is, how do you want to achieve that? Well, basically I want to tie these down. Then I want armor to move up here, here, and into Kaunas as quickly as possible to also encircle these. I want then armor also to move from here to go here, here, to encircle Kaunas, and then I guess move up the rail line towards Riga, snaring whatever forces then will be remaining in there. Let's take, for that endeavor, these guys will be from Army Group North. Initially 3 armored units, and oh great, I'm gonna have to separate them. Okay, fine, bitch. If that's what you want. Yeah, let's take a total of 4 armored units. And I guess the motorized Totenkopf. Let's send them to Königsberg. No, let's put them in a different army and then send them over to the place next to Königsberg, and they will have Eric from Enstein. So there, and instead of Schörner, let's see. It's actually getting worse and worse here. But since we'll get winter there faster, Ranger. Yeah, for him to have both Ranger and Winter Specialists, I'd rather go for Ernst Busch. And apparently I can also do this, but that's really only Wargames Leader, so whatever that. And then for Manstein, let's see, Desert, Hills, Forest, Mountain, Town, Metropolis, Jungle, Marsh. This plus movement is actually pretty good for the position he's going to be in. Not gonna lie. Do like the increased armor, attack, and defense though. There will be a lot of forests and marshes there though. 5% movement. Yeah. Let's start with that. I will probably assign more units, but I do think that'll be fine. Second army group. In the center, I guess under von Bach here. Because the only other ones that I have is von Rundstedt, and I want to apply him to the south, so let's not select Rommel. That would be very weird. Oh, needs to be in Africa, I guess. Oh, he has that armored units already. Huh. That's pretty funny. I'll put him on Panzer Expert 2. Then, of course, my command power has run out. He can even do something else here, but I'll have to take a look once my command power has increased again. Okay, so besides him not being there, actually, the first one that I'm going to use is Guderian. And I guess this one will be yet another army. Let's see though. Problem is, Rome was so good. Like, I mean, I have to get him over to here and help out with Russia. It's fine having Guderian though, but let's see, because currently that's an infantry, no thanks. Cavalry, no. Another cavalry, nope. And let's leave this infantry too. I will very likely... Yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't have all my troops yet. Let's just wait a little bit and see if we can actually get all the troops over there. Since we have those submarines continuing to stay there all the freaking ass time, destroying my my units, I might just as well move here because this is not being very effective. Yep. Okay, let's have these guys make another crossing. You go there too. What am I actually doing? Anti-command impact. Fine. And these 6 are the, or 7 apparently, are the last troops. And let's have one in London, you in South London. Okay. It would be great if you could arrive. They don't seem to be much in the French Channel actually here, which is a blessing. Well, let's work on the Panzer IIF then. The only thing that I'm not producing enough of is the Panzer IV. Of the rest, I actually have enough, so that's pretty nice. Research slot available. Still so much here. Why not? Requires the following technology: 5cm POC 38. Okay, that's something I have to work on then. Fair enough. I still have a few months to prepare. Let's get the last few guys over. Now that they're here, the chance that they will have made it is quite high. And there we go. Okay, now all I have to do is wait for them to arrive, and then I can continue reorganizing the rest of my troops. Also means that these forces have arrived, which is also nice. I know once again this is going to be a bit of a game where I'm reorganizing, but bad supply, huh? How many supply ships? 323, so you should still be okay. There's just too many troops. To be completely honest, I think I don't need them anymore here. Nor would they be of a whole lot of use at the moment. I'll just get them out and probably get them destroyed. But if they do make it, it does give me another unit here. I can form the SS Infantry Division Thousand-Year Reich. Very nice. Certainly they'll be going up to the front too as a powerful division. Funny, this 28 kilometers an hour. How many men are supposed to be in here? 17k. I'm gonna take a look at that template. SS motorized infantry, SS mechanized infantry. Sure, fair enough. Come on. I would appreciate it greatly if they actually got there. Again, they claim I don't have enough, but if we look at machine guns, I have a surplus of 13.84, so I'm not particularly worried. Although a lot of this stuff is actually from foreign equipment. I actually have only 2,000 in surplus in a sense. That's not really true, but as it is though, I have 180k in terms of field uniforms. The thing is, no, even these are 17k, so that actually makes sense. Never mind, I thought that maybe it was useful to change that, but that's not necessarily the case. Let's work on 5cm Pak 38. And pray to the Lord that they make it across, which they did. It's a 36 Panzer division though, so funnily enough they have mostly Panzer 1s and Panzer 2s still. I guess also some other ones of these. There might be a point at which I'm going to change these older ones, but that is not yet the case, I guess. Let's see. Since I'm going to be invading the Soviet Union, and I think... Actually, I don't need to free up that manpower just about yet. I do want to go to total mobilization, but then I need to have held the Sportpalast speech. So I don't need to use the 150 for that. I I really don't have the decision to create Croatia, right? Anyhow. No, I don't. Okay, I thought maybe that would be the case. The thing is, with infantry regiments, I can actually use them over in the east. As long as they're not battalion strength, like the Totenkopf standard with only 2000, I can technically work with units worth 4000. So this infantry brigade Leibstandarte, I can also use that. And like I can't really, and I would even, yeah, I would definitely use these as well. The Totenkopf Reiterstandarte. It's 8000 men, that should hold the enemy well enough. I don't have any other ones of those anywhere around. You should actually go here too. But I don't need any more garrisons besides. Okay. This does allow me to add another theorist. Army fuel consumption minus 2%. Now that is something that I enjoy. That is very useful because we need every single drop of fuel that we can get by that point. Okay, so these guys are under von Manstein. Let's also have at least 2 infantry, and let's establish them both here and here. And then I can actually have the infantry stay here and here. And that should be great. I'm actually gonna give you these 2 infantry. I'm sure they'll incorporate them themselves. Although I do need less here. So ultimately I'd be better off having a 4th there. And like I only need to attack these with singular infantry. We'll see how that works together. At the same time, I want to sure, let's just start with these units here. It doesn't matter. There's 13 infantry here. Let's put those 13 infantry under von Rundstedt's leadership. And let's install them on this here border. What that was about, I do not know. There we go. Let's just allow those guys to get there. That will clean a little bit of the clutter as well, and since we have plenty of time, it will allow me to be okay. Once again, the music for this game is absolutely atrocious in a way that it often does not work. I have no clue why. Maybe it's the classic songs. I'm gonna keep it on Hearts of Iron 4. Black Ice FM is super nice, but all the songs are monetized on YouTube, so you can't play anything. Yeah. Italy suggests an exchange of technology and ideas that will bring our nations closer together. Sure. Let's see if I can make the Panzer III-F. Probably... Oh, the J version. I can. Huh. Now that is some good news. I have... Yeah, that's just Stuck 3. Panzer III-L, huh? Stuck 3-F. It's more like an anti-tank gun. I have to say, I honestly, actually, never heard of the Panzer I-C. I mean, it must be a recon tank, but that is surprising. Either way, let's do that. And let's give him a nav unit. All those guys move. Things are naturally a lot slower now. Due to all the reorganization. Really? You don't have to move there. Let's implement those under support battalions. Free civilian factories, huh? Well, I was busy with trying to get level 4 railroads. And this is one of them where I can already get it up then. Now that I have this one, let's work on these, and then technically Army Group Center has the last of it. But they should be coming in from other sides, so we'll see how fast this will be built ultimately. But getting level 4 rail lines is very important. Looking at the Soviet rail lines, they're mostly 1s and 2s. So I have to do significant upgrading once I invade as well, and I will have to immediately start working on those rail lines to get them to level 3. That is absolutely critical. Preferably 4 even, but I do think 3 is a good base, I suppose, to start from. Okay, this is 42 tech, so I don't need that. In terms of production, can start with dispersed industry level 4. Actually, I've come to the point where I think that getting my units stronger is more important. Like getting improved anti-tank weapons even here will help. Even with sniper teams, getting defense and soft attack up. I also need better mortars. So yeah, there is work to be done. Let's go for improved infantry anti-tank weapons. And start with that. Okay, that's a first line of units. What I'm gonna do here in this area is basically I will have to swing, I guess, both from here, get Lvov, and then try to move along the rail line here to cut off the Soviet units after moving in here. That means I need the bulk of my armor here with at least 4 tank divisions. Or I don't have that many tank divisions. Okay. I might need to switch things up a little bit. Let's go for 3 tank divisions and a motorized division down here in the south. And motorized will go here. Tank will go here. And continue along those lines. In terms of armor or mobile units, I would like to get all of them separate for the moment so I can actually see how many I have left. Which is these. And this one. Am I building them? I'm building 3, but they're training. By the time they'll be done, it's June. That's too late. One thing I'd be very interested in is taking Ireland. Alright, let's continue with this reorganization here. Let's have a bunch of these actually joined together for a moment. Because it's getting to be a bit of a mess. Yep. And we have these 9, which is kind of like mountain. Okay. You go on the Rundstedt. And then again, let's wait a few days so that those units can go and arrive. Guess they don't want to trade anymore. Sad, really. But not surprising. Alright, now that Anti-Comintern Pact is done, we can go for kicking the door, which we need to do before we do war with the USSR, which will give us the Annex War goal, but it's 25 days, so it'll be completed 1st of January. Well, not 1st of January. Like 3rd or 4th of January, something like that. And then this will be March and mid-April. And then 1st of May I can technically go and invade, basically. So let's kick in the door and the whole rotten structure will come crumbling down. We'll see about that, but sure is good to dream, I guess. Okay. These guys are actually 10k. How would you even get a max speed of 26? How is that even possible? Like, holy fuck, man. Okay. Fine, I'll take 26. Like, you don't hear me complaining about it. But that certainly indeed is a mobile unit. This is just a halting unit, I guess, indeed. At that point I will have 4, 5, 6 mobile divisions. These two are insanely speedy, but these are smaller. Still, such speed will be exceptionally useful. Well, like I said, that will, in a sense, leave me with 4, 5, let's just say 6 mobile divisions for the center. Seven, actually. But hopefully such a thing will be fine. Let's have those in the south. I mean, I could put them under Hübner, but they're not super... I mean, he's okay, I guess, but we can do better than that. Basically, I need Erwin Rommel to be right next to Guderian. So let's just take this and put them there. Together with... these two. I still have to divide those units amongst both of them, but that is that. So then the other tank general, I guess in a sense the best one I have is Joseph Harpe here, because these are infantry generals. Voltaneering is not better than Joseph Harpe, so the only one that I have besides that is Steiner, but maybe we can actually indeed do that. So it's a bit weird, but I don't think it really matters that it is Steiner here. I do have 25 command power again, so let's give him Panther Expert. I'm sure I'll be putting more units under his command. Let's take at least these 3. and put them at Helm. What I'm gonna do here in the center is I'm already gonna move in like that. I already said I was going to try and snag these, so then the question is, how am I going to deal with those? So definitely I cannot take Brest-Litovsk in one go, so I would already have to go around Brest-Litovsk as it is. The question is, how do I want to do that? Do I want to move? I don't think I can move in here and then around. It would have to be at the very least here. And I don't like move... Well, this is fortress, right? But not that heavy a fortress. Basically, from the other side, I would have to be moving in here. And I guess then around, like, this marsh. I don't really want to be crossing rivers twice. So I would have to go through that forest then. And then also here with the armor. So let's have... 2 of these, I guess, or 3 of these go here, together with one of them. And I would have the other 2 go there, together with you. Let's work with that for the moment, and also... No, I just want you to go there, you asswipe. What other units does Guderian have then? Just some infantry? Where? Here even? Well, these certainly will have to be under their own army, as it's like an occupational army here. Doesn't have to be a very great general. Johannes Blaskowitz, it's perfect. I care not. There are a few units from here. Oh, what? These guys have max speed 1? They don't have the motorcycles? Really? How far am I behind on motorcycles? Motorcycle equipment? Oh. Well, okay. Never mind. I'll just cut down on that a little bit and create a few more motorcycles then. Oh, that already soaked up my my factories, huh? Let's do this. There we go. This stuff is nice, but I only need 10 more days worth of paratrooper equipment, so I can actually start cutting it quite a bit. And look for other things that need producing. Let's see which things I actually really don't have that much of a surplus of. Let's go here first. Current filter 99%, okay. Let's see. Artillery spotter planes, I suppose. Garrison equipment is not important. I'm actually fine in terms of production here with everything, which is very interesting. Well, I might just as well take advantage of the production then. And also start working on some mechanized stuff, because I'm sure I'll be needing more mechanized equipment if I'm gonna make mechanized forces. Though with the manpower and stuff, I'm not particularly ready to do that just yet. This is also going apace, so that's all well and fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue putting troops like that. Then I will need a stack of, I guess, 10 forces. Why not? Under. Okay. The thing is, though, is that even then, someone like von Kluge, I guess he has the +2 attack and defense, but then because he has lower skill than Kleinheisterkamp, like Kleinheisterkamp gets +9 attack, actually also gets 9.5, 5 defense. He gets division recovery rate. Right, so actually I would say that von Kluge is the better one here. And they will be under Army Group Center. Let's take a look at how that looks. And it seems like with the Focke-Wulf done, I shall be redirecting some the remainder of the air power to that at that point. Not looking for Arctic warfare equipment, not looking for assault equipment yet, because it's not being used. Let's go for sniper teams, which gives soft attack +3%, so I would also want to add that tech. I'm gonna see if their speed increases with the addition of the motorcycles. Let's also take a look at the planes. I currently have 328 there. Let's fly these in here. These in here. you here. And see how many additional fighters I have overall. Let's see if I can deploy carrier fighters just on land. I don't even care how strong those planes are. Can't even join these together for whatever reason. But oh, they're all redeploying. Okay, that's fair then. Let's do that. We have a few more forces walking in. Let's get all of these into Warsaw, since I still have quite a few units to dish out. And let's move them up too, and then let's just see what we got here. Improved catalytic cracking. Fine. I do want to enables fuel silos, fuel capacity, but it only works for my silos. Fuel gain from refining. I'd rather go for fuel gain per oil, since that is the most important, just like liquidized coal production actually. Because that basically what that does is you'll get weekly fuel, and that's the coal, and this will give you 20% more from the steel factories. So let's start with these as it's shorter. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty weird the way that works. They still redeploying? Yeah, that'll take some time as well. I also have so much research is constantly done that things take a bit of time here. Those are some of the few things that can actually be used properly. Okay. Now let's get another 5, 8, 9, 12 units. Nine, 4.5. Let's take a look. 4, 4.5. 8, 11. Put them under modal. 5. Let's take a look how that looks with 5 hexes. I do sure want those extra 3 also to be under him, and they will be under that command. Ah, okay, that's pretty useful. Let's put you guys there, and I want to have at least 1 unit on each of those hexes, so I can at least attack all those hexes. Also from this side. There is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units plus cavalry plus cavalry. That I will put under Kleinheisterkamp. And for the moment I will send them to the Romanian border up there. Also part of Army Group South. Okay, that's another few mountain troops. It would be a bit weird to put them on a castle ring. Why can't I even click him? I just want to see his stats. Jesus Christ, you can't do that here? Let's get these units going for a little bit, so I have a bit more of an overview of what goes where at the moment. This lone infantry can clearly just be under something else. Let's create a bit of space here because things are a bit messy down here, but that's what happens. Okay. Let's see if there's a doctrine, which I could technically adopt maybe fast enough. To still be impactful. Looks like that answer is no. Although I guess I could go for experience gaining combat plus 10%. And I could go for some bonus here. 50% is pretty good after all. Planes. Light fighter. Again, they're still deploying. 21st of January. Okay, that takes time. That's actually pretty long. I thought I had units assigned here, basically. I did. It's Modal's troops, but to be completely fair, he needs, say, another 4. Let's build that up. Keep going. These guys are moving there already, which is good. I actually want to assign 4th Panzer over down here to Heinrich Seat 2. Yes. And I want you to move here for the moment, so I'll reorganize those guys. And we can continue doing techs. Oy. Okay, that's terrible on the artillery here. Let's start working with that. Anything to increase my my unit's strength at this point. Right, Italian front, or the Africa front is stable, I guess, for the Italians, so I don't need to worry about it. Let's go to the 22nd and then deal with the planes and see what we got. I want actually any additional mountain unit and cavalry unit to go here and then rail their way down. Okay. Now at this point I can question whether I need more forces on the front line and whether I wouldn't necessarily want to have some units in reserve, which might actually be what I want, but I would have to take a look at that. I would still put them in armies, but I would still at least put them behind that stuff and then see whenever they would be necessary. So 13th of February, huh? I do have apparently all the equipment ready for them, almost. Putting this to 6 a day should be good. That will allow me also to again now start putting more into planes. One of these Focke-Wulf 190s takes 7, which means that I can technically ramp it up to a total of 10 extra. If I want to. I will need to have a serious production in air if I want to even come close to what they have. just consolidate these a bit. And then I can see what I have. Currently, those are all the fighters that I might want to commit. Over here, they're still flying, so I do think it's worthwhile having some portion here. Okay, let's put 350 planes south. This is 5. Can you move closer? Yes, you can. Let's just have them fly out for a bit too. Taking a look there. And that would divide it somewhat like this, which I would be sure is not enough, but whatever. Other planes, all close air support units, which I do not have a lot of because I also just don't have air superiority, so there is that. Let's get them to fly out. And I will also take the remainder. Of units there. And where to deploy the remainder of the planes? I guess south. At least for now. Okay. Speed you guys up. Then I currently have 5 divisions technically in reserve. I'm gonna remove those these things now that they are in their correct place, because they only create a mess and I don't like that system. At the moment, let's have you right behind here. Actually here. You here. And there. At that point you should be under modal. Oh, you already are. Okay, let's see where you're going. That is like Rommel territory. You will be part of Guderian. And these guys will be under Manstein. These two will be under Steiner. And that's all those units. Then I have the Romanian front to cover here. I would hope that they'd get reasonable supplies, but that's what I hoped. It's a bit of a problem that they don't, though. Well, we'll see how that works out over time. These guys have reasonable supply, so okay, that fixed itself right up. I did have half a mind of not only moving here up, but also then to quickly move further down south. And but I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. I'm building. Yeah, let's just get 4 for now. That's fine. You're deployed. This Gebirgsjäger division can move themselves under Kleinheisterkamp. What are these 3 good for? They're also moving in here, so they should also be under Kleinheisterkamp here. Yeah. Then I have one of these, which should also be under Army Group South, and we only have these units, which are those. The SS units. Where are you, though? Because the rest is all Totenkopfstandarte, the Reichsführung, and this Wachtbattalion, but they also can't really do a whole lot. Okay, I'm kinda set here. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's actually also crank up the speed then, I guess. Who would have thought? Well, let's take a look at the doctrine. This is 41 doctrine. Air superiority bonus. Yes, please. I would like that very much. Thank you. It's a shame I don't get my fuel depots completely full, but there's hardly anything I can do about that. You see, one thing that I find interesting though is I have half a mind to try and take a port and then quickly get some of these units into Ireland. Whether I can coordinate such an attack at the same time as the invasion of the Soviet Union will remain anybody's guess, but sure as hell I'm going to try. They'll be put under the command of Blaskowitz. I will change that general in good time. For the moment, it might suit not to get more men, and I actually do think I want to go for women encouraged once I have enough manpower, because 150 is quite low actually, so certainly that will not be enough. I think I could go for Crete too, but I actually don't think it'll be that important. Like, how can you claim the threat from the Red Sea is 0 minutes? Let's take a look. Thing is, it's just, I can't even see it in here. Threat from the Red Sea. I can't find it. Yeah, let's actually do this because they can hold more fuel. That will mean also that it will take longer here, but by that time I will already be invading the Soviet Union, so let's quickly sneak into Dover if you can. Last one was 3 days ago. Come on. The seas are still very treacherous. If I do war with the USSR now, I still have the annex war goal for 2 months at least, so even though it won't immediately be done, I mean it will be immediately done, I guess. And I could do this. That will be 17th of February. 17th plus 11, a month. Then war with the USSR will be done at that point. Sure, then this is the last one that I'll do before war with the USSR, and then I'll immediately go to war with the USSR once I've done that. Heinrich Himmler has further ordered the expansion of the Waffen-SS, allowing foreign volunteers from the conquered territories. There is, I think, also no other historical one that I need to do. Although there are plenty of them that I would want to do at this point. It's just... okay, I thought they're... No, they're not mutually exclusive. Okay. The storage buildings is one off. Okay. Never mind then. When it comes to trading for rubber, I do want to actually start with not doing some of those already, because I can store quite a bit more, so that is fine, but I don't want to be spending all those points anymore on that particularly. I could ask for oil from Argentina though. And maybe it's also for the better that I do so, because that might actually get it filled up just a little bit faster. It still gets built up, I think. I have 17 in surplus, or at least some in surplus. oil from Romania. Fine, fine. Just send me any oil you can get. I really don't care. And construction is going reasonably well anyway. This is actually getting quite slow. Like March, May, June. This one is still fast, but I suspect they'll be busy with those railroads already for quite a bit. Those level 4 railroads are pretty rough. Which is fair enough, I suppose. Okay, so I would want... Oh, fuck. I would have to do it on some inconspicuous port. Like land here, attack this port, something like that. It would have to be close enough though that I can send the troops. Certainly it's not gonna be Cork. Or Dublin. Maybe I would do Dublin. Either way, let's get those guys to Liverpool. What if let's just say, do this. So, the units flying here, let's go and take a look. So, maybe I will see some units. Did see a serious number over there. But I would dare say that Dublin isn't that bad. Vigilant has asked for our permission to begin the task of rearmor herself in order that it can defend itself in the future. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Okay, I do think... it is somewhat legit, I guess. How does this work? Click on our airbase to designate the takeoff point. The airbase must have available transport planes. Right click on the province that is in range of the local transport planes to designate the drop location. Okay, so... fair enough. Let's get them there. I don't know how long it takes. So the 18th of February, sure. It's not that bad. Okay. Let's start with kicking the door then. Or the war with the USSR then. Yes. We can focus our propaganda efforts on preparing the German people and the world for a righteous war on the Soviet Union. Mm-hmm. 50, okay. So, paratroop from here and here. And that is going to take more than 80% air superiority in the next strategic regions. Irish Sea. Okay. I guess I could do that, but I'm not so sure if I need more planes then, which I probably do. Let's recall those 200 heavy fighters for the moment and send them over to the Midlands. Meanwhile, let's have all of these move to Liverpool. And these over to Manchester. And these two over here as well. So that we have the forces already to move into Dublin immediately. At that point too, once we've decided to go and invade now. Let's send you down here and you into this hex. Change another officer. Theorists or this. Let's just take a look if there's anything that I can still benefit from. Paradrop attack, I suppose. I do have a reasonable amount of special forces. Apparently I already have 2 of that type. So let's go for close air support, even though it's not super amazing there. I suppose. As for theorists, yeah, I guess I would have been better off doing a theorist, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll work on that with the remaining of the points. Let's have you fly over the Irish Sea and see how that goes. How many planes they have. Not that many. You would think they would have control over that. And we must have more than 80% air superiority. I do not have more than 80% superiority. Oh, it's 74 now. 83. Oh yeah, I guess we can go ahead with that plan. And I'm also ready to start invading the Soviet Union, so that will only take 42 days and then I'm ready to strike. I'm going to end the video here then, and we'll be battling in the next one. So a lot of organization here, but I've been going on for a while, so time to put a little break on that as well. Yeah, there's nothing else that I want to take care of for the moment. They just keep building up forces, which is only to their own detriment, and it's really stupid, and everybody's getting attrition, and this is just one big mess. But, you know, if they want to go and do trench warfare in Africa, I'm all for it, because it's not necessarily a theater that I care about at this moment. And, yeah, that means I'll be fine. Especially... yeah, indeed. Because maybe once the Soviet Union is beaten, I might actually go, you know, around here and try to link up with these Italian forces. But we'll see how that goes, because supplies must be absolutely disastrous, things like that. So we'll see how that goes if we even get that far. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.